Hey guys, and welcome to this video right here. So let's take a look at this symbol. Which cartoon character is named after a component of this structure? Think about what this is right here. And if you said this person or this cartoon, you are correct. Take a look, it's there in his shirt. What is it? What is this structure? Throwback to biology, the smallest unit of life is the cell. Now, what abiotic structures make up the cell? These things are going to make up the cell, but what is it? What is the cell made up of? And if you said the atom, you are correct. Nicely done. So, the objectives for today's video is we're going to describe the general atomic structure of neutral atoms. Structure, what do they look like? 2, we're going to use the notation to determine characteristics of subatomic particles. Notation meaning we're going to give it names. And we're going to determine the number of protons, neutrons, electrons, given the mass number and or atomic number and symbol. And as always, these should be written down on your notes. So, just to get started, the first question we're really trying to answer is, what is an atom? What is an atom? Simply, it's the smallest particle of an element that retains the properties of the element. Atoms are so tiny, we can't see them. But they make up everything in the world. And let's go ahead and take a look at the properties of matter. So much like Jimmy Neutron's shirt, atoms are going to be spherical in shape. And there is a positively charged, positive plus here, in the nucleus. When we say nucleus, all we refer to is a center region. Like the nucleus in a cell, the nucleus in an atom is going to be a positive charge. And inside the nucleus, there's going to be these subatomic particles called neutrons, like Jimmy Neutron, and protons. And most of the mass is going to come from the neutrons and protons for the atom. And another property of the atom, these things right here floating around, these are going to be our negatively charged electrons that float around the nucleus. Look at how they're orbiting here. So the big takeaways from this slide here is that the nucleus is made up of neutrons and protons, and that electrons are negatively charged and they float around the nucleus. So let's go ahead and organize our notes a little bit. And so these are going to serve as the foundation for chemistry. So when we look at protons, the symbol that you're going to see is a P or a P plus. The plus right here again signifies the charge. Where is it located? It's going to be inside the nucleus. And you don't need to know this AMU yet, but just know that proton is equal to 1 atomic mass unit. It's pretty big. Neutrons, about the same size as protons, but they don't have a charge. Neutral, neutron. Proton, positive. Neutron, so you'll see them as N0, and again, they're also inside the nucleus. And here we have electrons. Electrons are going to be denoted as E or E minus because they have a negative charge. And their mass is almost nothing. That's what this 0 here means. It's 1 out of 2,000 mass units. This is really incredibly tiny, so it's almost as if they don't have a mass. So here, the elements are going to be organized into the periodic table. And these elements are going to be broken down even further into atoms. So again, chemistry is the study of what things are composed of and how they change. And so we're going to need to take a look at how these different atoms interact. But first we need to take a look at how are these atoms composed. So let's go ahead and analyze what this diagram here is telling us. So First, we're going to start with the atomic number. The atomic number here shows how many protons there are in this particular element. The chemical symbol is going to give us what element this refers to. The chemical name here is neon, such as neon lights. And the number in the bottom here is the average atomic mass. The average atomic mass refers to the average of all the existing neon atoms there are in the planet. So this is not going to be the same thing as mass number. Mass number is not going to show up in the periodic table, but the average atomic mass will. So key things here, each chemical name relates to one number. Neon is neon because it has 10 protons. So if something has 9 protons, it cannot be neon. It's going to be a different element. So the big thing here is that the number of protons will tell us what element we're looking at. And again, the average mass number is just the average mass of all isotopes on the planet. The atomic number tells us the number of protons in the nucleus. And if it's a neutral atom, meaning it doesn't have a charge, the number of protons is going to equal the number of electrons, which equals the number of neutrons as well, to keep it all balanced. And this atomic number, again, like I just said, is the number of protons, which also equals the number of electrons, because the number of positive has to balance out with the negative to make it neutral. So when we're calculating mass number, this is going to be another important characteristic we can use to study elements. And all mass number is the sum of the protons and neutrons. So this is not found on the periodic table, but we can calculate it on our own. So in neon, for example, there are 10 protons. How many neutrons will there be in order to make this neutral? If you said 10, you are correct. So 10 plus 10, our mass number is going to be 20. And this is where you can denote it. This is another way that you will see elements. We're still working with neon. And in this case, on your notes, I want you to denote that this 20 right here refers to the mass number. And how did we get the mass number again? What two things did we add? We added the protons and the neutrons. Here we have the chemical symbol, and again, the atomic number, which is the same number of protons, which gives neon its specific properties because it has 10 protons. Go ahead and pause and practice. Now it's your turn. Pause this video and practice calculating the number of protons, neutrons, electrons in the following table on your notes. When you're done with your notes, go ahead and raise your hand. I'll check you off. You can move on to your independent practice. Then you're working on your mastery. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to Mr. Monty's channel. Thank you guys for listening to the atom video. Feel free to pause, give me feedback.